These are my 14 top baby and toddler products that I would recommend to every first-time mum. Let's get into it. These products are in no particular order. They are just all products that I rave about, love, and genuinely use day to day. My first product is Sock-ons. If you are putting socks on your baby or toddler's feet, you need Sock-ons. Sock-ons are basically suspenders for your socks. They go over the top of your socks and do exactly what they say. They keep your socks on. They stop your baby from pulling the socks off. They stop them from sliding off when they're crawling around. They are my number one product and I absolutely love them. The only thing I would say about this is, and this is a second bonus must-have item, get yourself one of those net washing bags, because the Sock-ons are so tiny, they're obviously smaller than the socks, that when they go through the wash, just in with all the clothes, they always get lost. Washing machine eats them, they get lost inside duvets and jumpers and all sorts. Number two, a next to me cot, but specifically the Tutti Bambino one. We were actually gifted our Tutti Bambino next to me cot before baby was born. We probably wouldn't have bought one ourselves because they are a little bit pricey, but having said that, the cot itself, 10 out of 10. It's really easy to fold away and also means it's a really great travel cot for when baby's little. Although we didn't stay away lots when baby was little and in the next to me, when we did, it was such an easy cot to pack away, set up. Like, it literally takes 2 seconds. I thought the quality was good, mattress was nice. I just thought it was a really lovely cot. Felt comfortable, looked cozy, looked great in our room. Highly, highly recommend in my top 14. Number three, and this is controversial and I also appreciate extremely expensive, but I would recommend getting an owlet. We got the full system, so we got the sock and the camera. The only thing I would say about the owlet system is there's no kind of like standalone baby monitor feature. So if you want to look at your baby or hear them through the camera overnight, you've got to have a phone running, which does seem rubbish, and that is kind of like the biggest turn off about the owlet that we have. But overall, absolutely rate it. We have had, I think since Kit was born, we've had like 4 or 5 red alerts where we've rushed in and it's saying oxygen is low, and we've like checked Kit and he's been fine. To be honest with you, they've always been false alarms, but I really do like the reassurance it gives you. Now, my friend is the sister in Children's A&E and she is very anti-owlet. She doesn't like that I've got one. She thinks that parents shouldn't have them if they're not educated on them, which I completely understand. But for us, I think we're using it with a pinch of salt. We're not taking it 100% as gospel. We're not fixated over the readings. As long as it's green, as long as Kit seems happy and healthy in himself in real life, that is what we're using it for. It's just a lovely bit of reassurance and a lovely bit of Kit knowing that he is safe sleeping overnight. Next on my list would be the Munchkin Miracle 360 cup. Now, these cups are more for when your baby is transitioning to an actual sucky cup. We were using the traditional Tommy Tippy cups, but what we found was when Kit was drinking from them, the water would be dribbling down the front of him. When he'd like put it down, the water would be leaking. It just didn't really seem like a great cup. So I was like searching for an alternative. It's a great concept. It is a straw, but what it means is when you close the lid, the straw is closed and it can't leak or anything. It also doesn't really leak when the cup's in use, like when the straw's open, because it's got like an anti-leak valve on it. Not enough that your child can't get the drink out of the cup, but enough that if it was to be thrown aside, it wouldn't leak everywhere. It's also really good because unlike the Tommy Tippies, where you've got to tip the cup back to get the water to go out of the valve, the idea of these 360 cups is the straw at the bottom's weighted, so whichever way the cup is facing, the straw's always in the water. It's a great concept, great idea. I love it. Rave about these cups to everyone. We've got 4 of them now. We just think they're great. Next up, baby carriers, but more specifically, going to see a baby wearing expert. We actually drove 45 minutes away to Bambino Baby in Petersfield, so I could get fitted up, pick a baby carrier that was right for Kit, was right for me, was right for how I wanted to carry, was right for everything about carrying. Baby wearing expert, highly recommended. The baby carrier we picked did cost £130, but I'm happy to pay that price because actually the education I got alongside the purchase, understanding how you know, to wear it, how it can grow with baby, how it can be worn up to 12 years. The one I picked, I can wear it up to 12 years. Was just a really great insight and just super knowledgeable. It was just a really valuable experience. I just understood how to baby wear safely, what to do, what not to do, things to look out for, like how it should feel. It was just a very, I can't rave about it enough. And although it was expensive for a baby carrier, I know lots of people like Vinted and buying secondhand things. I really would recommend going to see a baby wearing expert. I know there's lots of like sling libraries and free resources that you can go and you can rent them. You don't have to buy them, but would really, really highly recommend baby carrier and baby wearing expert. Next on my list, really simple, but from Amazon, you can get stick-on blackout blinds. What it does is it's black on one side, silver on the other side. It reflects the sunlight and heat out of the room, keeps the room completely pitch black. We also used it, we've got those glass kind of windows above our doors, so it meant that light from the hallway would come into baby's room. So we just cut a bit out and put it over there. Really made a difference to baby's sleep. And although we did have blackout blinds, they weren't like the fitted ones. So even though they were blackout alongside the blackout curtains, light was still seeping through, and that was just too much light for little baby. Those blackout blinds that stuck on the windows, you stick them on with like little magnetic circles so you can get a really tight fit around the window. It's a really super cheap alternative to getting custom made blackout blinds fitted if you don't already have them. I know there are cheap alternatives, but Amazon was like super cheap, if you know what I mean. So absolutely must have, and I love it. And also the thing is, you can take them with you. We have just taken the sheet away with us and put it in a window and not just stuck it up. We've just kind of like wedged it in the window, you know, if we're away for a night, which is perfect. Loved. Next on my list, nappy caddy. Seems really basic and simple, but actually saved us a world of time. We had it downstairs. We've got a little toy cupboard, little like cubular box system. We just used to keep our nappy caddy in there. We kept, when baby was little and not moving, we would keep medicines, creams, nappies, muzzies. Basically anything you can think of that you're going to need like immediately was in the nappy caddy. When baby was moving and was able to get to the nappy caddy, it's just basically got nappies and muzzies in it now, and wet wipes, but it's still in the cube play area just because it's really easy, and there's now nothing in there that would be a harm to baby. But nappy caddy's great because you can just take it wherever you go in the house. If you're going to have a bedroom day, you know, baby's not feeling well, you're not feeling well, you're just going to sit in the room all day, you don't want to have to be getting up and down. The caddy is just perfect because you've got everything you need in there, so would recommend. Next on my list would be a long sleeved bib. I know it sounds crazy, but you get the bibs that just go around the neck and then have this little like plastic tray, and it always folds in and the food just goes down. Pointless. Get yourself a long sleeved bib for weaning. Weaning is messy, meal times are messy. Self-explanatory, long sleeve bib, a must have for me. And to go alongside the long sleeved bib would be suction plates. Those plates that have a suction cup at the bottom that you can stick to a table, high chair, just stuck. Baby can't throw it on the floor. They will try, toddler will try, throw it on the floor, but they are a lifesaver. Because the thing is, when you're weaning and like there are signs that your baby's had enough, and you know, when they're pushing it away, most of the time that means the bowl's gone too. Those suction ones, love it. Has saved me no end of cleaning food off walls, because in the beginning we didn't have them. We would just have a bowl, we'd put the bowl on the table, we'd be feeding baby would have had enough, go all down the wall, nightmare. Game changer, those suction. I feel like this is like a number one thing you should buy when you have a baby, but those bath thermometers, must have. Knowing the temperature of the water is so important. Because when the temperature outside differs, temperature inside differs, you think you know the temperature of the bath, and then you put the thermometer in and you're like, oh my God, that's completely the wrong temperature. Those bath thermometers are just a foolproof way of making sure your baby's getting the right temperature bath. Must have. Again, another really simple and basic item. A travel changing mat, just like a plastic one that you can fold up really small and just take it with you. You're going to be changing nappies everywhere. At the moment you least expect it, you're going to be changing a nappy. It is so much easier just to be able to whip out a changing mat and change baby in the back of the car, change baby, you know, on the floor, like just wherever you are and wherever it feels safe and comfortable. A travel changing mat changes the game, which brings me on nicely too. The emergency going out bag. Now, we have a going out bag. It predominantly stays in the car. We have one car that's like the family car. So if baby's going out, he will go in that car because it's the family car, which means our travel bag is in that car. What we have in the travel bag is just things that we might need if we're caught out. We take a pouch of food, we take snacks, we take nappies, change of clothes, we take a travel changing mat, we take medicine, we take spoons, we take a bowl. Those things are just always in the going out bag. They're a staple, they don't leave the car, they're always there. We have to remember to top it all up, but what it means is if we go out and then we're unexpectedly out late and baby needs dinner, or maybe we've gone out and baby needs to change of clothes, you've got everything you need in the car. Baby's teething, it's all in the car. It's always with you, it's there. Now, that's not to say that we don't pack an additional going out bag. Like, I will always take a bag with me of things on the day. So like if we're going out and it's sunny, I'll take a bag with sunglasses, sun hat, sun cream, etc. Day-to-day things will go in my going out bag, but the emergency going out bag that stays in the car, all the essentials in it, all the stuff, hand sanitizer, wet wipes, like everything you would need in an emergency in that going out bag. Actually, something we found incredibly useful is those silicone food freezer trays. What it is it's a silicone freezer tray with 6 sections in. And for us, what we do is when we're meal prepping, we'll put the food in the sections and then freeze it. What it means is if we've been out late, or it's a bit of a kerfuffle and we haven't made anything for dinner, we know that in the freezer, we've got prepped meals that we can just pop out, put in a bowl, perfect dosing size, ready meals that we've made at home. Love them. Would recommend. Everyone needs them. Number 14, again, very expensive, and we were gifted it. But actually, I think it's probably one of the nicest high chairs I've seen. And I'm going to preface this by saying, I appreciate that some people want plastic, simple, easy for cleaning. This next item isn't that. It's my high chair, and it is, again, a Tutti Bambino high chair. This high chair is from 0 to 12. We got the set with the little baby bouncer that turns into the high chair, that then turns into a chair and table. It can be a standalone high seat. It can be a standalone just chair. If, you know, baby's little, you want to put him on a table, put him on a chair, you can strap it to a chair. It is multifunctional, an incredible bit of kit. We love ours. It does get messy when, you know, we're weaning, food is going everywhere. It does get messy, but it takes 5 seconds to take the padding off, to take the straps off. Everything is machine washable. Put it in the machine, done, sorted. Like it just couldn't be simpler. And I just really, really love the high chair. And I understand it's expensive, and I'm not saying you have to get the best of the best, but for us, love the high chair, highly recommend it. Couldn't rave about it enough. And that brings me to the end of my 14 must-have items. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Make sure you leave a comment, like the video, just join my little community. I love having you here. And as always, see you next time. Bye.